Hi everyone, welcome to my tutorial today. I'm going to be showing you how to achieve HD brows at home. Okay, there are 7 steps to achieving HD brows, but before we start with those steps there are a few things you need to think about first of all, one of which is the placement of your eyebrows. Now, if you take an orange stick or a pen, anything that's remotely thin, you'll want to look at where the edge of your nose, place this so that it runs along the corner of your eye, and then where this ends, that's where your brow should start. Do the same thing from the corner of your nose to the edge of your eye, and that's where your brow should end. And then to find a natural arch in your eye, you want to run the orange stick from the corner of your nose through your pupil, and then find where the natural arch is. You'll also want to look at the natural shape of your brow bone. So if your brow bone is naturally quite high, then you'll want to run your natural brow along this area. If it's naturally quite low, it would look a bit too crazy if you had your eyebrow up here with your brow bone a lot lower than your hair. And finally, without altering the natural shape of your brow too much, because you want to keep it as natural looking as possible, you can alter the thickness and the shape of your brow to change the appearance of your eye, which you can also do with makeup. And what I mean by this is simply that if you have, for example, a natural droop in the eye or a very heavy hooded lid, you could thin the outer part of the eye here, outer part of the eyebrow here, and make more of an arch, because this will create a lift to the eye. Just as I've got a partially hooded lid here, so my brows get thinner towards the end and I've got quite a high arch. Okay, so step number 1 is to assess your face shape, which is kind of what we've just talked about. You'll want to look at the natural brow bone, the shape of your face. For example, if you've got quite a round face, you don't want round eyebrows. You can actually arch your eyebrows to give your face a few more angles. Then step 2 is to tint all of the brow hairs. Now I'm not going to show you this today because I've already done a video on this, just make this video a little bit shorter for you. So I will link that video below. And what you want to do is not only tint the hair on the shape that you've already got, but all of the fine hairs around as well, because we're going to be removing certain areas but leaving areas behind to thicken up. So with that tint, it will give you an easier guideline and make the brow a lot easier to work with. And then number 3, on to waxing. Okay, so I'm just going to apply some pre-wax to a cotton pad. You can also use toner for this as well because it removes all of the oils. I'm just going to wipe this over the area that I have tinted through the centre, and just over the other brow as well. Okay, now taking a disposable spatula, I'm just going to twist this until it breaks in half. And now you have got a smaller applicator, which you can use to apply your wax. Okay, I have taken a full fabric waxing strip and I have cut this just into smaller strips so it's easier for your eyebrows. Okay, so you will want to test the temperature of your wax first of all, just on the inside of your wrist to make sure that it's not too hot. And then once you've collected your wax onto your strip, in small strokes you can just start to apply the wax, making sure that you do not go over the area that you want to keep, the area of hairs. The application of wax only needs to be thin. And then you will want to place your strip onto the brow and push this in a downwards motion because you don't want to push the wax up onto the hair that you don't want to remove. Make sure you leave enough space at the end here so that you can pull that strip off. And now what you'll want to do is hold on to the strip and stretch your skin And then keep this strip, your hand, as close to your face as you can. So you want your hand coming in this direction, close to your face and as fast as you can. There we go. And if you have any wax left, you can just go back to that area, press it down and repeat. With HG brows, you also want to take a small area from above the brow. Now you don't want to get too close because you want to leave a natural shape behind. So I'm just going to go just above the hair here. And remove that. I'm just going to do this in 2 strokes. I've just taken my gloves off because they're getting a little bit too sticky for me. And then go in between the brows, not going past that point that we measured earlier on. Again, making sure that your wax is thin. Then just take your strip, smooth upwards, pull the skin and remove. Just removing any extra bits of wax left behind. And remember that you can go over an area once more, but you do not want to be waxing over it more than twice because you will remove the skin. And there is the finished wax result. You can see my little scar there. So the secret is to use a wax for your skin type if you're doing this at home. I've used a pink wax, which is for sensitive skin. Remember to, when you're pulling off the wax, to make sure that it's quick and it's close to your skin so that you're not lifting the skin. And also to make sure that you don't take the wax onto the lid because you want this area, this is very delicate, you want to keep it as high as you can. If there are any areas left, you can either thread or tweeze these away. Okay, so the next step is threading, and this is obviously something that not a lot of people have got access to at home. So I'm going to show you a technique that you can do with the tweezer. It's something called hoovering, and what you can do is, this is going to be hard because I have a mirror in my hand, hang on. Okay, what you need to do is any areas that are left where you have any fine hairs, so stretch the skin and then you can really quickly remove those hairs, just so. And you're going to want to do this all around the eyebrows, but don't get too close to the shape whilst you're doing your hoovering. So the next step is to tweeze to fine tune the shape of your brows. So what we're going to do is make sure that you're removing those hairs close to the area that you've got hair left, and you can see here that I've got a bit of tint left on my skin, and this is the area that I want to leave in because I want to grow this brow down slightly into a more natural shape. So again, when you're tweezing, it'll be much less painful if you stretch the skin, grab hold of the hairs and then pull out. And just do this all the way around to fine tune your shape. Okay, so the next step is to trim the long hairs. So what I have got here is a disposable eyelash and eyebrow wand, and I'm just going to comb these hairs up and then taking a small scissors, I'm just going to run the scissors along the top of the brows and trim away any excess hair. Now this isn't going to be too long, so I did trim these not too long ago, and then once you have completed that you can brush them back into shape. Okay, now on to our aftercare. Now, the area that we have waxed, we do not want to put any product onto that at all, apart from an after wax lotion, sorry. If you don't have after wax lotion at all, you just need to use a soothing lotion that is totally unperfumed. So I'm just going to place some of this onto a cotton pad. Just place this really gently onto the area that you have waxed. Okay, with your freshly waxed skin, you're going to want to avoid sunbathing and avoid putting any products onto the area for at least 24 hours, and this includes messing about with the area with your fingers. Okay, making sure that you do not apply any product to your freshly waxed skin, you can now use either a pencil or shadow to fill in the areas that you want your brows to grow into to get that HD look. And for this, I am using the number 7 brow pencil. And this has got a little brush on the end, and this is in the colour brown black. So I'm just going to recomb through the brow, and then using the pencil end, I'm just going to, in light feathery strokes, just apply that. Just in the area that I'm hoping to grow. And the smaller and featherier that the strokes are, the more natural that it looks. So I'm just going to fill in the front here slightly as well. And then just on the outer part of the brow. And then last of all, you can fill in your brows if they need filling in further. And I'm just going to use the Chanel number 12 brow brush and the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow, which is in the colour Sable. I'm just going to push this product into the brow, just to get that finished look. Now, if you prefer a more natural look, then you can leave this step out. Okay everybody, that is the end of the HD Brows at Home tutorial. I hope you enjoyed that today, and here's the finished look as well. I much prefer, I think, a defined brow. But anyway, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye! Hi guys, I forgot to say very quickly that I'm going to be answering some questions, some hair and beauty questions. So if you either post the comments below, put them on either Facebook or Twitter, and then I will pick the ones with like the most likes and stuff. So hair and beauty questions on this channel, and then I will answer 10 personal questions then on my vlog channel, which I'll also link below. And also I'll be doing a small giveaway soon with a review. So thank you all for watching. Bye!